From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
The Kentucky volleyball team celebrates after a historic performance in the NCAA tournament. Kentucky volleyball, Final Four bound, and we have all the coverage you need. Welcome to BBN Tonight. I'm Keith Farmer.
And I'm Anna Tarullo. We'll also have exclusive interviews with UK football O-lineman Eli Cox and with the UK cheerleading team as they prepare for nationals.
Well, the Kentucky volleyball team has stepped into history. That's our Big Blue story presented by Baptist Health. The Cats punched their ticket to NCAA volleyball's Final Four for the first time in program history late last night. UK swept number 7 Purdue 3-0 in Omaha. Allie Stumler had a match-high 16 kills plus 10 clutch digs. That's her 8th double-double of the season. Senior Avery Skinner also hit double figures. She had 27 swings and 12 kills. Libero Gabby Curry led the way for Kentucky's defense, 16 digs for her. She was everywhere. And the SEC Player of the Year, Madison Lilly, collected 38 assists on 50 Kentucky terminations.
To cap it off, to be going to a Final Four and chance to go win a national championship is huge. And it means so much to the first class that was ever here at Kentucky when I got here and all the others that followed. That, you know, we always wanted to, you know, have a dream to get to that point and be mentioned in the same sentence as, you know, other teams have been in the Final Four and won national championships in the past.
We talk all the time about what makes our team so special. And this tournament run, we've really focused on our identity as a team and as a group and what makes us, what makes Kentucky volleyball. And something I wrote for myself as I kind of reflected on that question was we don't settle. And it's just really a determined group. You know, obviously we have great depth, we have great talent, determination, but our team doesn't settle. So, you know, I talked about Gabby Curry last night, how she's demanding, she wants the ball. Every time she touches it, she wants it to be perfect. If it's not perfect, you know, that next ball will be. So whether you had an off night in serve receive, you know, you're going to see in practice the next day that group's in the gym focusing on serve receive, or whether connection wasn't there, whatever it is, the team's not going to settle for that, and we're going to work to be perfect and whatever that is.
I love everything about this team, from what Allie just said to what Madison told us earlier about they're the you know, most perfect team in the country at adapting to anything that goes on, and so we're certainly seeing them do that with a couple of late night matches. They haven't, since losing to Florida, they haven't lost a set.
No.
This is amazing.
Right, and not even do they just win, they dominate, even despite the slow start last night.
Yeah.
By the third set, different team.
Yeah.
And you can tell exactly what Allie was saying. They worked to perfect, you know, what they weren't doing right at first, and that's a championship team. Up next for UK volleyball, it's the number 6 Washington Huskies. That's the team that eliminated Kentucky last season, but this time they're playing for a chance to go to the national championship game. Taking a closer look at Washington, what we've seen from them so far in the tournament is a team that can rally. They've gone to 5 sets in all 3 of their matches in Omaha, including a comeback win over Pittsburgh, a comeback win over Louisville. So they definitely know how to battle. In Washington and Kentucky, they'll meet Thursday at 7 on ESPN. And Keith, I think last night's match against Purdue says a lot about Coach Skinner's team, especially that first set. They're a team that's used to dominating. Since that wasn't the case last night, they adjusted just as they've done all season, and they responded to adversity in a very mature way. So they've got a lot of maturity and experience on that team, and it helps them play their own game and get in a rhythm.
Yeah, I think, you know, the coolest thing is just the way that, you know, yeah, they've swept everybody. Yeah, Washington's had those 5-setters. I'm hoping maybe they've taken a little bit more of a beating having to play such long matches.
Exactly.
Kentucky, I know, on the other hand, has played those late ones. So, but they seem to be adapting, right? All right, we're still talking football as well, even after the wrap of spring practice. Use the tight ends might be Kentucky fans' favorite go-to complaint about the passing game. And it sounds like offensive coordinator Liam Cohen has big plans for this talented group. Super senior Justin Rigg says we should expect a lot more from them this season, similar to how the LA Rams used Tyler Higbee and Gerald Everett.
It throws off the defense as a whole when you got 2 tight ends in there especially, and you got one splitting out, you got one in line. It really messes with the defense, and it really opens up our offense a lot more, and it allows us to do a lot more with 2 tight ends in there splitting us out, putting us both in the backfield, putting one on the line, putting one in the backfield. It kind of changes things up, which really opens up a lot.
I love that. I love the fact that you can put 2 out there, 1 goes out, 1 stays and helps in
That's right.
pass coverage. It's awesome.
Hey, who doesn't like options, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And guess what? A fall spin at Kroger Field could be in the forecast. Yesterday, we got an update from Governor Beshear, who says Kentucky is updating capacity limits for big venues like Kroger Field and Rupp Arena. So places that allow more than 1,000 people will now be limited to 50%.
Yes.
That's an increase from previous guidelines. And this gets us one step closer to a packed Kroger Field this fall. Crossing my fingers so we can get there. Most of the states in the SEC have lifted restrictions altogether. So Kentucky will be playing in packed houses on the road. So it would be very helpful and meaningful if Big Blue Nation could show out in Lexington.
And August is a long way off, right? September, all right. It's been hinted at since the end of last season, but Olivier Sarr made it official today. He won't be coming back for another year at Kentucky. Instead, he will pursue a professional career and enter the NBA draft. Sarr said, "I am so grateful to have played at Kentucky, and I want to thank all the staff and passionate fans for preparing for the next step of my journey. I am so excited for what the future holds and ready to take on new challenges. I will forever be a part of La Familia." Coming up next on BBN Tonight, it's Eli versus Eli.
Uh-oh. Kentucky lineman Eli Cox sits down with our Eli Gain to talk about life on the Big Blue Wall. That's when we return.